Hello everybody, it's Toad Vasu from New Edibox and welcome to your 23rd HTML tutorial. Now guys, in my previous tutorial I was teaching you how to build a field form around the input fields on your website. During this tutorial, guys, I'm gonna teach you a couple of neat tricks how to build a simple form, data input form, and how to build a submit button in order so you could get the data by pressing the submit button. So I'm sure, guys, that you have had this case and encountered it by browsing somewhere or entering your data or registering on websites, well, like Facebook, like Google or whatever, or Yahoo, anywhere. So in this tutorial, guys, I'm going to teach you how to build that form yourself and how to submit that in order for that data to be entered somewhere. Okay, guys, so I hope that you have the Notepad++ open and you have as you can see on my screen, I have some preps already entered. So go ahead if you want to enter the data yourself at the moment. Pause the video, type the same code that you see on my screen, and get back once you're done. Okay, guys, so I hope you're done. I hope you're ready, and let's go ahead and build the form, and let's build a submit button as well. Okay, guys, so now the first thing that we have to do in the form tag, we have to build some information before we start building the data input fields. So now the information that we have to build is simply letting our browser know what sort of input fields we're going to be building. So now I'm putting the name value equal to input because it's going to be an input form. Then I'm gonna be putting the separate HTML file which should be built before, because this is going to be a form where our data is going to land. So basically, once we enter the data, hit the submit button, all of the data will be transferred to this form. So in order for our browser to store that data somewhere, we have to put in the HTML file that is going to be ready as the data storage facility. Okay, guys, so this is the form tag that and the values that I gave in, and now we have to build the simple data input fields, and let's go ahead and do that just like we did in the previous tutorial. Input. Now, in input, we have to let our browser know what type of information we are going to let our user enter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and type it in. The type of the information will be text. Then it's going to be a name that equals to simply first name. And now, guys, one more neat trick that we can do is simply enter the pre-selected value. So basically, once our site opens and user visits our site and sees the data input field, we can put in some pre-selected value that is going to tell our user that the user can enter information right there. So I'm gonna just enter the value of enter here, exclamation mark, and let's just go ahead and save it. So I'm just gonna copy the entire field because this is pretty much very similar type of code that we are going to need to build the second line. and I'm just gonna put in a couple of line breaks. And now here I want to have the last name. So type text name, last name, and value enter here as well. So I'm just saving it with Ctrl S. And guys, now the last thing that I want to build is the submit button in order to be able, in order so our user and visitor on our website would be able to submit the data after entering it. So input type, I'm just gonna let the browser know that type is submit button, and value on that button stands also submit, and we can put an exclamation mark. It's going to give a little bit more interactive or more livelier view. Okay guys, so now the last thing that I want to emphasize, let's put it this way, I'm just gonna enter the sentence on the screen. If you click the submit button, the data will be stored on the HTML form action.asp, and this is the page where all the information should land after we hit the submit button. But note guys, one thing, that we haven't built the site HTML form action ASP. It's just the exemplary site that I'm putting in right now, because we have to have it in order for our data to be transferred to there. But let's just go ahead and run this bit of a code on our website to see how does it look like. So as you can see, I have some previous data from previous tutorial, and I'm just refreshing it. So there you go guys. You can see that we have first name field, last name field, enter here values, and then submit. So if I would enter here Tautvis and submit it, it shouldn't return anything because we don't have the HTML file for storing data. But if we had it, it would return as the string of the data entered by user. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna break it down for this tutorial once again, and I'm gonna cover one more subject in my next video. And in my next video, you could be expecting a little bit more extended tutorial on how to build the checkboxes and radio buttons, and put the submit button as well, because we can put that submit buttons next to those forms as well, to let our user make a checkbox or just choose a radio button and submit that type of information. So thanks again guys for sticking with me for this short tutorial. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I hope you liked the video, and I will see you very soon guys.